Welcome back to the final episode of The Girl That Slept with Destiny. After Mama Roli disappeared into the river, the village of Ogbeleme changed. The river itself became calm, unnervingly so. There were no more floods, no angry torrents, no excessive rains that drowned the farmlands. Just a steady, gentle flow like a heart that had finally found its peace. The villagers whispered amongst themselves, their eyes glancing at Imasẹ with a mixture of awe and fear, but no one dared to ask her questions. Deep down, they knew. They understood that the river had chosen its own, and the matter was settled. Imasẹ's final deep sleep, the one that would change everything, came on a night when the moon was full and heavy, hanging in the sky like a silver lantern. This time, her dream was different. She did not find herself submerged in the river's currents. Instead, she stood on firm, dry land. Before her, the old woman from her previous dreams appeared again, but she was transformed. She was no longer frail and bent. Now she stood tall and radiant, her form cloaked in white cloth that shimmered like the first light of morning. Her voice, when she spoke, was not a whisper but a clear, resonant tone that filled the dream space. "You have rested when others struggled," the woman said, her eyes holding ancient wisdom. "You have been patient when others rushed headfirst into chaos." She paused, letting the words settle in Imasẹ's soul. "Now you will wake as more than just a beneficiary of destiny's gifts." As she spoke, the ground before Imasẹ opened gently, without any violence. From the earth, a crown began to rise. It wasn't made of gold or jewels, but woven from pure light and shimmering water, a celestial diadem that pulsed with quiet power. The old woman reached for it, her movements graceful and deliberate. "This is not a crown for ruling people," she continued, her voice soft but firm. "It is a crown for ruling outcomes, for shaping the flow of your own life." With a final, benevolent smile, she placed the ethereal crown upon Imasẹ's head. The moment it touched her, a warmth spread through her entire being, and the dream woman vanished, leaving Imasẹ alone on the dry land, under the full moon. Imasẹ woke up, but she was not the same person who had fallen asleep. Something fundamental within her had shifted. Her legendary deep sleeps were gone, replaced by a light, refreshing rest. Her eyes, once soft and distant, were now sharp, observant, missing nothing, and her voice, once quiet and hesitant, now carried a natural weight, an effortless authority that made people listen. The transformation was not just internal, its effects rippled out into the world with astonishing speed. Within months, her fashion designs, once a humble local craft, were being worn by ministers, powerful oil executives, and global figures who saw in her work a unique blend of tradition and modern elegance. Her name, Imasẹ, crossed borders, spoken with respect in cities she had only dreamed of. And money, the very thing her family had worried about so fiercely, followed her. It didn't rush in like a flood. It flowed to her quietly, respectfully, as if it too recognized the one who ruled outcomes. But even with her newfound success, she never forgot Ogbeleme. She never forgot the river that had been her strange and powerful ally. She returned, not as a distant benefactor, but as a daughter of the village. She built a state-of-the-art fashion and skills center, dedicated to empowering the young girls of Ogbeleme, giving them the tools to weave their own futures. By the riverbank, she constructed a beautiful, serene rest house, a sanctuary for weary souls, and named it the House of Quiet Destiny. And with a touch of gentle irony, she established scholarships for the children of the very parents who had once mocked her for sleeping parents who now prayed for a moment of true peaceful rest in their own hectic lives. One evening, as the sun bled orange and purple across the sky, Imasẹ stood by the calm waters of the Ogbeleme River. The air was still, filled with the hum of insects and the scent of wet earth. She looked at the gentle ripples on the surface, a mirror of the peace she now felt inside. In a soft voice, barely more than a breath, she whispered, "Thank you," the river answered. The water rippled, a single, perfect circle expanding from the bank. And for the last and final time, the voice of the old woman, the spirit of the river, came to her, not in a dream, but on the evening breeze. "Remember this, child of destiny," it whispered. "Those who rush break, those who rest rule." And then there was only the sound of the water flowing peacefully toward the sea. To this day, the elders in Ogbeleme tell this story on nights when the moon is bright. They gather the children close and point to the quiet river. And they say if you ever see a woman sleeping peacefully while chaos rages all around her, do not wake her. Shush the noise, step away softly. She may not be lazy, she may not be weak. She may be negotiating with destiny. Thank you so much for following Imasẹ's journey with me. If you love this story, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Drop your comments below so you don't miss what's coming next. See you in the next one.